So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it in, complete. The 30, 10,
you'll get nothing.
Touchdown, Chicago. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 78 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The drive starts with a completion, left side. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they run the option on 2nd down. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they have the football and set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the finest man on the end route, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Colts 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
And for the 3rd time here, this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Ingram picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Smith catches left side. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
brings
Well,
up
if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Flushed out right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Chicago.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown, Chicago. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovering leads to 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
First down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
The score, Blues 24, Colts 14.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Back to throw now on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Chicago.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when we're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith.
Good job.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. They'll set up a throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Smith.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Blues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, here's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Blues 31,
McCann's got it teed up. Now Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll find Lindsey here. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled at the 25.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
6-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt